Good evening, friends. Today I am presenting Phacoemulsification tip exposure could have been more. So, what I mean by this in this case, let's watch this video. This was a grade 3-4 nucleus. It was little brown cataract, and as you can see, I'm making a trench as I do in most of my cases. It's a modified stop and chop because it gives you the advantage to deal with the nucleus in the central part and you can watch my tip exposure. It's not pretty good the way it should be in such cases, and I was pretty comfortable with this exposure, and I was doing a decent job in making that trench quite deep. And now you can see my trench is almost complete. Now I thought to go to Phaco 2 and chop, and as you can see I did get a crack, but the crack wasn't full thickness, and I wasn't satisfied here that my crack did went behind posteriorly. I tried again, but again it was not that way, so I went back to Phaco 1 again, and I'm doing sculpting now. Watch. See, I'm sculpting because I thought that central area I could go a little bit more deep to get that full crack. Now, I would be rotating this nucleus because I've tried two times on this side. Now I would be trying to create a crack from this side, and see that I'm again trying to bury my phaco probe into the nucleus, and I would be attempting another crack. And this time the track was pretty good, but still I went to Phaco 1 again and tried to sculpt, and see, this is I went to Phaco 1 and I did sculpting a little bit, and now to Phaco 2 and trying to create small pieces. And this time I was very gentle because the fibers were leathery, and you have to be gentle, you have to make small cracks, as I say in all my videos. And now I would be just rotating this nucleus, making small pieces, because this is the key in such hard leathery cataracts, where you have to be gentle in your maneuvers, where you have to just buddy and get a crack. And in this case I felt that the tip exposure could have been a little more, and it would have a more better cracking impact on the nucleus. And my side port, if you see, was also a bit leaky, so that side port was also not very good in this case. So the chamber was however stable, so I didn't face any issue with this side port being a bit leaky during my surgery. Now I am trying to expel these pieces out, but since it's a leathery, the crack hasn't gone well behind. The pieces are not ready to come out, but see, I'm trying to expel it out. Now my settings have been changed to the quadrant removal, and I did manage to get that piece out and do a crack. And once you get such pieces out into the central safe zone, the things become pretty easy because you get more working space, and you have to inject visco more often. And I actually I took time, I injected visco in this patient many a times, just to protect the endothelium, and slightly rotating, then bringing one piece at a time into the central safe zone. And I am trying to emulsify, and see, these pieces, these are pretty hard. Sometimes what happens is your tip also gets occluded with such hard cataracts. And now the job was pretty easy because all what was left was a thin plate of nucleus, and most of the things were already taken care of. And here you have to come out frequently, because you can see that the piece is coming into the anterior chamber. You have to come out, put visco, put that piece back into the bag, and then you have to continue with your emulsification process, and be gentle in your maneuvers. And you just have to take care of your chamber stability. You just have to see whether your chamber is not getting collapse or something, although there was some amount of leakage from the side port. But however, here I was quite alert in seeing those things, and you can see now the almost all of the nucleus was eaten. So the point what here I wanted to convey is that even when you go to Phaco 2, at times you have to come back to Phaco 1, and you have to change your settings, make us trench more. I mean, you have to sculpt more at times, then go back to Phaco 2. And if you feel again that you need to trench a little bit more, you can go back again to Phaco 1. The idea is that you should have a better outcome in your surgery. So in this case, again, what I felt was a more a little bit more tip exposure could have been better. And change your settings when required. I mean, you can go to FACO 1 again and FACO 2 when required as per the situation. Thank you for watching this video.